Dear Ukrainians, today we commemorate millions of our people who were killed by starvation, millions of terrible deaths, and most of all, starvation in 1932-1933. It was a systematic blow to the Ukrainian people, the policy of genocide that today's Russia has inherited and made part of its ideology again. All this war that is now going on against Ukraine and can expand to other nations is a consequence of Moscow's impunity. No matter what form their regime has, if they remain unpunished, Russia is trying to repeat its evil. Today, millions of our people light candles of memory. This is our common respect for the victims of starvation. But it is also a reminder for all of us and for all the world that preserving memory is also an act to protect justice, to protect life, and that the killers did not get any reward for killing people. The pain of the previous generations of the Ukrainian people and the fact that Ukrainians are forced to go through all this now is very intertwined. And it tells us a lot. These days, consultations will be held with partners on the steps needed to end the war. I signed a decree on the composition of the Ukrainian delegation. I approved all the relevant directives. Our representatives know how to protect Ukrainian national interests and what is needed so that Russia does not make a third invasion, another blow to Ukraine. In the same way as in the past, I repeated crimes against our people and against other nations as well. Now we are talking about much more than about one or another item, one or another document. It must be done so that it does not prevail anywhere in Europe and the world, the principle that crimes against people and humanity against states and nations may have some reward and forgiveness. The real peace is always based on guaranteed security and justice. And this feeling is not only mine. I know that this is the feeling of millions of our people and most people in the world. Today, I continued coordination with partners. We talked to the leaders of the countries of Northern Europe and the Baltic states. 8 leaders. This whole strong region. And I really appreciate the support. These are really the defenders of life. I also spoke today with the Prime Minister of the Netherlands. I thank you for your willingness to help and for the principledness. There will be packages of support for Ukraine. We constantly consult at different levels, also with other European friends and not only Europeans. These are the countries of the Group 7, also our friends in the Group 20 and other countries of the world. Many who are ready to support us, ready to support Ukraine. Thank you for this. There will be talks today, a few internal affairs. We talked in detail with the leaders about our further steps in internal politics. It is important that the good pace in the winter support program. There are already almost 10 million applications. Payments will begin next week. The money can be used until June. But please, the application must be submitted in action or at Ukrposhty until the end of December this year. We will provide the full range of finances. I also talked with the Prime Minister of Ukraine about audits that have already begun in energy companies, and about an additional audit of the entire defense sector, defense enterprises. Such a military audit must be done as quickly as possible. Accordingly, contracts, finances, operations, etc. As a result, I instructed to represent society, and it is important to represent them every week, pass materials to law enforcement and anti-corruption agencies. There was an interview with the head of the committee today on the situation at the front, on Russian disinformation operations, their plans. The most difficult is Pokrovsk, the whole direction, significant Russian forces. More than 150,000, which continue the assault every day. The biggest attack is there. All this has been going on for many months. It is important that our troops destroy the occupants. We carry out counter-offensive actions. Also on the border between Dnipro and Donetsk, we defend positions. Kharkiv region, we defend our positions. Zaporizhzhia, we defend positions. There is not easy. Orikhiv direction. Guliapil, we do everything to stabilize the situation. I thank you all for your persistence. Thank you all from Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine.